Here are strategies to attract any woman with just your confidence, because most men are too shy to approach a girl. To put it another way, girls will approach you. First things first, make her fall in love with you by staring into her left eye. Everyone is aware that making eye contact is crucial when trying to attract someone. The issue is that most people believe you only need to maintain eye contact, not look down or look away. Yes, this is a good beginning, but you want to look into her left eye to make her fall in love. Neuroscientists claim that parents frequently hold their infants on their left arm, freeing up their right arm to perform daily duties. As a result, the parent's right eye makes more eye contact with the infant's left eye, which causes the brain's amygdala gland to produce more oxytocin and other love hormones. The person will experience increased sexual arousal, relationship building, and trust each time this hormone is released. To boost the love hormone in her brain, look confident by maintaining eye contact while speaking to her, and then spend a significant amount of the conversation focusing on her left eye. Look at this. I used a simple trick to make this girl fall in love with you, in addition to giving you a more self-assured appearance. I will, however, improve this video even further. This is just one of 7 confidence tricks I'm going to show you to get women. The date is given to the first 4. You can use the next 3 while you're on the date. The final one on the list is the most potent one. It will cause her to become fixated on you. Step 2. Switch out your current deodorant. If you want more women to choose you, I want you to switch up your deodorant. There may not be any correlation here according to some people. However, 2 groups of men were used in a recent study. The first group applied a fragranced spray-on deodorant. Group 2 applied a fragrance-free spray-on deodorant. The men in Group 1 who used the scented deodorant said they felt more confident after a few days. The important part isn't that. Afterwards, a group of women were shown clips of both men from Groups 1 and 2, which is the best part. Because of their self-assured body language, all of the women ultimately chose the men from Group 1 as the most attractive. Applying a pleasant fragrance in the morning or wearing a deodorant with a pleasant scent will boost your self-esteem and make you more appealing to her. Third, use these 3 natural supplements to get rid of anxiety. You will still feel anxious when you approach a girl, even after reading all of these confidence tips. And it's those nerves that ultimately cause you to make a fool of yourself in front of her. Simply consider it. You would always win if you could speak to girls in the same manner that you do with your friends. These 3 natural supplements will help you feel more confident and get rid of your nerves once and for all. Guarana comes first. This vitamin is soluble in water and contributes to the production of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. According to a study, people who took guarana containing multivitamins reported feeling happier than those who didn't. This is due to the seed's 4 to 5 times higher caffeine content than a typical coffee bean, which keeps you alert and self-assured throughout the day. I take this along with my Newtopia capsule of cheerful optimism. L-theanine comes in second. You want to be in a relaxed and calm state when you approach a beautiful girl, and this natural amino acid can help you achieve that. The precise amount of GABA required to achieve that calm and confident state is present in Newtopia's GABA powder. Third, you will require vitamin D3. By raising the dopamine molecule in our brains, this vitamin will increase your motivation to actually approach and speak with that girl you like. According to this study, you must get at least 800 international units of vitamin D3 per day in order to boost that motivation molecule. That's precisely what Nutopia's Dopa Drops pill has, along with an additional 18 ingredients that work together to boost motivation whenever needed. Fourth tip, make phone calls to feel valued. The majority of men's nervousness when approaching a girl stems from their inability to know what to say or do. So I'm going to show you a quick phone trick that will help you get rid of those nerves for good. 68 participants in a recent study completed a stress test that required them to complete tasks in front of a large group of people. According to the study, after completing the task, participants who spoke with their parents or a family member face-to-face or over the phone reported feeling less stressed and anxious. This indicates that positive hormones were elevated when a familiar voice was heard. Therefore, I want you to call a close friend or family member before approaching a girl, or perhaps when you're getting to a party where you know there will be girls. The catch is that I want you to stay on the phone until you go up to the girl. After introducing yourself and complimenting her, quickly state that you have to go, but would love to speak with her further and ask for her number. Positive hormones will rise in your body as a result, giving you a more self-assured appearance and feeling. However, you will also project an air of importance. Additionally, you will have less time to spend in front of her, so you will only need to speak for a few seconds. Getting her number will be simple if you use this trick in conjunction with looking into her left eye to encourage her to release more bonding hormones, switching up your personal fragrances, and taking natural supplements every day to reduce your anxiety and nervousness. Therefore, the following 3 tips are for when you get a date, and the final tip will make women swoon over you for life. Fifth, put her on a tense date to trick her into falling in love. Most men don't have any plans when it comes to dating. They just take women out to dinner and a movie. However, you will raise her adrenaline if you go on a tense date. Then she will mistake this for love, attraction, or what some refer to as the butterflies. According to a recent study, a group's oxytocin levels rise when they successfully navigate a stressful situation. This hormone is responsible for social bonding. Therefore, I want you to follow these precise 3 steps to improve these bonding chemicals in both you and your date. Tell her you're taking her out on a date, but don't tell her where you're going. After that, take her to each place without telling her what to anticipate. She will be curious to see what comes next. At the beginning of the date, this will cause her anxiety and adrenaline to spike. Additionally, you'll seem more assured because you're in charge. To make her fall in love, you will then pose these precise 36 questions to her. A scientist came up with these questions to promote intimacy. To help you get your date to open up as the date goes on, they are made in 3 stages of intimacy. As an aside, on our first date, I put these on my wife. Let's assume I have 2 children. I'll let you handle that however you see fit. You will serve her a sweet dessert as the final activity of your date. Science has shown that feeding your partner and sharing a sweet dessert both increase attraction for the evening by releasing dopamine in her brain. 6th tip, say hello to everyone you meet on the date. Nowadays, most men make the mistake of focusing solely on their date without realizing that this detracts from their attractiveness. Social people with higher social status were seen by those around them as more attractive and dominant, according to a study published in the National Library of Medicine. I therefore want you to talk to everyone who works nearby when you get to your date, rather than focusing solely on her. Make an introduction to the waitstaff or other guests at the party. Congratulate them. Give their hands a shake. You will demonstrate your dominance and confidence in social settings by doing this. Additionally, you will eliminate the initial awkwardness that comes with showing up for the date. The seventh piece of advice is to never pay for the date in her presence. At this stage, most men make mistakes. They ask themselves, who's going to pay for it when the check arrives? Shall we split 50/50? They are unsure of what to do. However, your perspective is completely incorrect. Not only do you want to pay for the date, but you also want to avoid paying for it in front of her. You will end the date with something she has never experienced if you do this. Use the opportunity to covertly pay for the dinner while your date uses the restroom. This will help you look more confident by preventing any needless awkwardness when the bill arrives and by showing that you have control over the situation. This is where it becomes potent though. When you abruptly get up, your date will notice. "Oh, we're not paying the bill," she will think. You respond, "It's covered." Later on, she will tell her friends that story. After a date, girls talk about it right away. Her friends will begin complimenting you as a result. According to science, you will look even more attractive to her because her social circle will be your cheerleader. Because women are attracted to men who receive praise from other women. You would think I've done my job by now. This girl is in love with you because of me. I'm not finished though, because she will become obsessed with you after reading this final tip. Eighth, on your first date, avoid kissing her. Yes, you heard me correctly. I don't want you to kiss her on that first date. Here's why. Regarding dating, the majority of men are afraid to kiss a girl before the date has even started. Date today. In fact, 95% of men would rather the woman initiate contact, per a Match.com study. They experience anxiety before, during, and after the date as a result of this. Therefore, I want you to resolve the matter completely by promising not to kiss her at the conclusion of the date. Rather, I would like you to embrace her, express gratitude for her presence, and then you can kiss her on the cheek and leave. By doing this, you will prevent the tension and worry that are eroding your confidence and allure before that kiss. More significantly, though, you will demonstrate your ability to assume leadership roles. Here's the potent part, though. The girl will wonder why you didn't give her a kiss as she leaves. What went wrong? Why didn't he attempt to approach? Increasing her desire for that kiss. This girl will never be able to forget you because you ended that date with such a high degree of perceived confidence.